just as I would tell it with someone who is a colleague of mine, in the office in Nairobi, for example. So I treat people at the same level, and there is no way I would have abused power to get something out of flow. One, because, and there's an email, that's a hard evidence, there's an email that says, after the interview in Nairobi, the following day I tell her, I will back you up to become the MD of Redavia Tanzania, because that was the context of the interview. So if I wanted to milk the situation, I could have waited until I get what I wanted. I got what I wanted, and I didn't. The next day I told her, because I believed in her, basically. She convinced me, and I think she convinced Alex as well after the interview in London. So that's also why I think it's something that's, in my mind, that's big like that and has grown into something crazy. And that's the reason why I appeal. I mean, I don't know whether, and it's heavily culturally driven.
So that takes you to
the next point.
To point number 2 actually, around cultural differences. So I suppose the way I would look at it, we're Page operating in Asia, operating in Africa, operating in multiple number of countries. So international companies that has a number of cultures working with us, as you know, whether it's staff or whether it's boards. If I look at some of the pitch companies, for example, based in London, if I look at Gurenco, 25 staff and I think 14 nationalities, if not 15 nationalities represented. So I suppose the standard of behavior that is expected among all of us, staff, board, etc., is one of respect, tolerance, and especially from someone who's in a senior position.
Sure.
So I think the panel took the fact that you're French into account when considering the decision, but they felt that in and of itself was irrelevant to the allegations, being French or the cultural behavior that you described earlier.
Yeah, sure, but the fact is it sets me in a bad position, basically, because, French are forthcoming. I was talking again to someone who says, men to men in Africa, you do see people walking in the street, men to men, arm above each other's shoulders. You do that in the UK, you do that in the US, and actually it happened in the US. The guy kicks the arm off because it's not something you do. So I understand it's all about best behavior, and I'm totally abiding to that. I did sign the Infraco staff book, so I'm not pushing back. All I'm saying is, look, I'm sorry, I'm French, I can't change that. And she also probably comes from the other side of the cultural spectrum, let me put it this way, where, as I said, her culture is probably, is diametralement opposé. I don't know how to say that,
diametrically opposed.
Yeah, diametrically opposed. And as I said, I've recognized, humor doesn't work everywhere, and clearly I've learned my lessons, and I will never do it again. And the whole intention was to make her feel better, because she was stressed like hell when she came to these interviews. So, but okay, I mean, what can I say? If the judgment is the judgment, I don't know what I can say more than what I've already said. But that's where I stand, really.
Okay.
French express their mind in a different way than Tanzanians, clearly. Or at least one French guy express, because I don't want to make generalization, one French man express his mind differently from one Tanzanian girl, lady, woman.
But you agree that even if you were working in the London office,
yes,
we have 20, let's say 14 in Greco on the floor, there are probably 20 nationalities represented. And we always have to be cognizant of people's sensitivities.
Sure, I agree. I don't disagree.
Okay.
But for me, the important thing out of that is I've not used power to get something that I didn't want in the first place anyway, because that was a strong allegation that is hurting me when I hear it. That is not my nature. I'm sorry. And then when you add the cultural layer, it doesn't have. But I agree. We have to be on our best behavior. I mean, but look, it's also very. It takes two to tango, because I remember one day Sophia in the office in London was stressed, and she was on the brink of crying, I think, and I did exactly what I did to Flo when she was stressed.